Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Norazidah Shamsudin. So today I would like to share about the Malaysia's DFI's performance during COVID-19 pandemic. So Malaysia has recorded the first case of COVID-19 on 25th January 2020. And the first movement control order was announced by the Prime Minister on 16 March 2020. So in year 2020, COVID-19 case in Malaysia has recorded 113,010 cases. And as at 24th December 2021, accumulation of 2,735,241 cases has been recorded. So the cases of COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the world economy, including Malaysia. Based on the Department of Statistics Malaysia, Malaysia's GDP growth has shrank to be at -5.6%, and also all the key sectors recorded negative performance, with sequence from the highest drop on construction sector by -19.4%, followed by mining and quarrying 10.6%, and then services -5.5%, manufacturing -2.6%, also agriculture -2.2%. So the impact also includes the financial institutions, the banking, and also the development financial institutions. So what is development financial institutions? Development financial institutions, or DFIs, is a specialized financial services which developed by the government. So the role of DFIs is to support the government's developmental agenda and support the financial services on the socio-economic development agenda, which categorized as high risk and also which untapped by the commercial banks. The mandate of key strategic sectors of DFIs are infrastructure industry, maritime, high technology, export-oriented sector, SMEs, and also the agriculture industry. So these are the 6 DFIs which prescribed by the AFIA, Development Financial Institution Act 2002, as listed by Bank Negara Malaysia. There are Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad, SME Bank, Exim Bank, Bank Rakyat, Bank Simpanan Nasional, and also Agro-Bank. So the DFIs in Malaysia has first established in 1954, which is Bank Kerjasama Rakyat. It focused on the rural communities, which furnish the possibilities for self-improvement. Then in 1969, we have Bank Pertanian Malaysia Berhad, or currently known as Agro-Bank. It focused on uplifting the nation's socio-economic development through agriculture industry. In 1973, Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad been established is to provide the financial solutions focused on sectors of infrastructure, oil and gas, maritime, and also technology. Later, in 1974, the Bank Simpanan Nasional (BSN) is developed to promote the savings custom, especially among the younger generation. In 1995, the Export-Import Bank of Malaysia, or Exim Bank, focused on SMEs through activities of export, which covered on support of export, cross-border financing, and also credit insurance. And in 2005, the SME Bank, Bank Perusahaan Kecil dan Sederhana Malaysia Berhad, who focus on the SME size businesses in promoting support of financing schemes and development initiatives. So this study focused on the 6 DFIs, and the researcher do on comparative analysis on DFI's performance in year of 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic strike. So the data gathered from the published annual report of each DFIs, and the comparative analysis been conducted on asset to equity ratio, profit before tax margin, return on asset, and also debt to equity. So each data been gathered, the raw data been gathered or retrieved from the published annual report and been put into the formula, and the result of each formula being analyzed based on the comparative analysis. Okay, so the first ratio is on the total asset turnover. Okay, so total asset turnover, TATO, reflects on how efficient the firm utilizes its asset to generate each dollar of return. Okay, so based on the graph here or chart here, it shows that BSN, who actually focus on the individual customer, okay, has recorded the highest TATO, and SME record the lowest. Okay, so the SME performance for efficiency of using asset in generating return has recorded about half of BSN's performance. Okay, next we go to the profitability on profit before tax margin. Okay, so here profit before tax margin measures the taxable profit level against the firm's revenue. So it records the SME as the highest PBT margin, okay, and close followed by the Bank Rakyat, okay, which these two banks actually perform more than 40% margin, okay, as compared to the other DFIs. Whereas the lowest is by the Agro Bank, which is at 8.21%. Okay, so we can see here, even though the Agro Bank's earnings are higher than SME and Exim Bank, and also the impairment, allowance for impairment percentage is not the highest among the 6 DFIs. However, they have poor performance in terms of the profit before tax margin. Okay, so this is also profitability performance, okay, which represents by return on asset. So return on asset measures on how much the firm net earnings relative to its asset. So for this performance also, we can see that Agrobank record the lowest performance as its net earning is higher than Exim. However, the ROA is still at the lowest. Okay, and again, the SME has recorded the highest ROA, okay, which it's slight higher compared to Bank Rakyat by 0.09%. Okay, as for the leverage performance, asset to equity indicates a gap size between the asset to the equity of the firm. That means the gap is actually represents the debt level. Okay, so figure 4 shows that BSN has the highest gap, okay, as compared to the other DFIs, and we can see that Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad has the lowest gap. So it shows that BPMB is the best performer in terms of asset to equity. And as for debt to equity, again, it shows that BPMB has the best debt to equity level, as it is at 1.95%, okay, compared to BSN, which has the highest debt to equity level, which it exceeds 10% at 10.72%, okay, which actually the level is about double compared to the other 4 DFIs, which stands from 4.33% to 5.76%. Okay, so from this study, it was found that as for efficiency performance, BSN is the best performer, whereas SME Bank, justified by TATO, is not performing well in terms of its efficiency. As for profitability performance, okay, justified by the profit before tax margin and also ROA, it shows that SME has performed the best, okay, among the DFIs, and Agro recorded the lowest performance in both ratio of profitability. Okay, and as for the leverage level, Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad has recorded the best level in managing its leverage, whereas BSN is exposing to the highest risk. okay, as the poor performance in leverage. Okay, as for the recommendation, okay, BSN is efficient in generating its return against its asset. However, it needs to manage well its debt level to improve its financial performance. As for SME Bank, okay, it could be further improved in performance by focusing on their efficiency performance as addition to their good performance in the profitability ratio. Okay, as for Bank Pembangunan Malaysia Berhad, who are good in managing leverage level, the debt level, okay, they can further improve by strategize further in improving its profitability and efficiency performance. And financially for Agrobank, they could improve their performance by revising and strategize its operating expenses. Perhaps if the revenue is at low or stagnant level, since its profitability performance result is at poor performance. So as for conclusions, okay, due to the important roles of DFIs, they should maintain to be healthy financially and shows a good role model in managing its financial performance in order to carry out the government mandate. Okay, so regardless, all the companies are struggling, okay, and striving for their survival. So the DFI who actually carries the government mandate also have to make sure that they are in good position and fit to perform the mandate. Okay, all right, so that's all my sharing for the presentation. Okay, so thank you.